Hello world, WayofTime here bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion. So I've been gone for a while. I was visiting my sister in Arkansas. Long drive if you happen to know where I live. Then again, I don't think I told anyone where I live, so hello stalker. But I am back where I belong in Canada, and it is, well, haven't managed to play much of Invasion or Minecraft in general because of the week-long break, but I think it is a good idea to get back into the swing of things and try things out. I don't think we're on episode 10 right now. Even if we're on, it's episode 11 that I'll give myself a heart. But anywho, so what do I need to do? I need to do a few things before I go certifiably insane. No comment on that, by the way. Just no comment. So, I can't remember exactly where I left off. I remember that I set up all this stuff, and I am going to... Ooh, ultra rare. Too bad. Set that up, got all that going, etc., etc. Now we are going to want to go through a few quests. Ah, yes, I remember. I placed the Ender Lilies down. They definitely haven't had enough time to grow because, imagine if I left this running for a week of real-life time. That would be disastrous once I came back here. So what I think I need to do right now is to get some initial power going. I got that generator up there, but obviously I do not have the GP to sustain a structure such as that. So what I am going to want to do is to get a windmill going. Now if we check the uses of this, 8 to make a tough fabric, and I need this tough fabric, 4 of those to make that. So I am a little far from making an improved windmill. However, I can make a regular windmill easily enough. So let's check a windmill. And I'll make the Kinetic Dynamo afterwards. So we need 12 treated wood planks and 16 treated sticks. So we got 8 treated sticks. Might as well grab that wood because I am going to need it. And we are going to need to look for here. I need a few more of these, which means I will need to chop a few things down. Like so. Maybe I should get the hopper going as well, since I have a feeling I am going to use this for a while. Oh, yeah, sorry, So before I left, or rather during the trip while I was in Arkansas, I made a bet with Darkosto. Darkosto is the man, the myth, the legend who made this pack in all of its grindy glory. Not really grindy, but you know what I mean. In all of its glory. Now, obviously, this pack is incredibly difficult. I've only got to, episode 22 in this, and I didn't manage to win or get too far. Didn't get any of the advanced machinery. I probably shouldn't be talking about this while I am in danger, but whatever. Advanced machinery, etc., etc. Haven't gotten that far into it, but I made a bet with him. Basically, my bet is that if I beat this mod pack hardcore without dying once, so my modified rules apply, but I can't use any of the extra lives I gain along the journey, I get written into the mod pack. Now this means that I am not able to die, and I probably shouldn't be stalling right now. Kinetic Dynamo. Now, that means that if I manage to do that, I will be a happy little bugger, but it's going to be a very difficult slog for me to do that, so I am going to have to basically do as much as I can in order to make sure that my survival is, well, assured. So one of the things that I'm going to need to do is get the power going so that we can get all of that going at a steady click. So we'll need to get this. So that's one of the things that happened. I think, I can't remember when that is. He laughed when I suggested that bet. He just said, "Ha! In your dreams! I bet you can't do it." And you know how that went. For some reason, the animation for this is not playing, which is a little odd. We are getting the wire, but that doesn't matter too much. Anyways, we'll need to generate some more of the energy there while that is working. Finally, the animation is playing. It's weird that it wasn't doing that. Speaking about animation, I think that's enough. And so much so that I don't need that anymore. Speaking about animation, basically, not much of a good segue into this next one. I decided that I'm going to be making a new mod soon. And, well, I can't really describe what the mod is because I kind of want to keep it super secret for now. But it's a new magic mod that I'm thinking about doing, and I haven't started coding it yet, but I have been talking with a few people. The Madman is one of them. You might notice him from the Minecraft forums and the Blood Magic forums, or heck, a lot of Magic Mod forums. He gets around, that crazy little bugger. So I've been talking with the Madman, been talking with Tanut, who's my coding lackey for Blood Magic, and I've been talking with a few more people getting the ideas ironed out. It's still going to take a while for me to get pen to paper, but I'm thinking it's going to be a very fun endeavor when I finally do so. Okay, so let's talk about this for now. I want to place the dynamo down, and I want it to be in such a way that I can run power to all the things that I need. If I were to place it so that it's here, placed right here, the power would go here, but then it'd get blocked by that, which isn't, you know, good. So what I think I'm gonna do is I will get this shield. Man, I am really out of inventory room. Let's use this Paxel, get our hardened block. Thank you. And place it one above that, which is going to be here. Come on, there we go. So instead of here, we'll place it here. Let's see, I want this to be 4 high in total. So that might not be good. Actually, that is good enough. Yeah, let me get my thought process going. So what I'm planning to do is that if this ceiling is 4 high, I think I decided on 4 high. Let's look down here. If it is 4 high, yeah, 4 high, we're going to have the power go into the floor, which is actually probably a good idea. I am not making much sense right now because it's been so long since I've done a Let's Play, so let us actually just do this. So we got our Kinetic Dynamo here, and we're going to place our Windmill down immediately like so, and it's going to generate the energy that we need. Obviously, we are going to need to take the power out of this. Okay, it started. I think the output is only on the top. That might be the case. If it's only at the top, I'm not able to bring it directly out. But it's not like it matters too much. We're going to need to start going with the flowing and get things going. Now what I do need for this is for the initial connectors, I'm going to need hardened clay. But what I also need, which is something that I will want to try, is to make a colossal chest. Apparently colossal chests are able to be used to, well, make a big freaking chest. I haven't actually done any research on these whatsoever, so I do not know what the heck I'm doing, so I guess it is a perfect time for impromptu promptedness. It might be a quest, actually, now that I think of it. I mean, if it is a pivotal thing in this pack, having this as a quest would kind of make sense. So the chest interface, I assume, is to have input-output. So I don't necessarily need this, but let's grab one instead. I doubt it'll hurt. And we also need a colossal chest core for this, and we'll just make it a wooden variant for now. And we're going to place this, I guess for now, in the middle of this room because I have no idea where else to put it. And there. Let's grab that. We'll have the core here. Place, 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 place. Found dimensions 1 times 0 times 1, while a minimum of 1 by 1 by 1 is expected. Contains an invalid block air. Okay, so what I think this means is that it needs to be kind of chest-like in structure. So let's do that. Do that. 1 by 1 by 0. Obviously, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, which is definitely a first. No, it's not a first. Heck, how can that be a first? Not knowing what I'm doing is kind of like a national pastime of mine. Let's just do this more, and then I'm gonna have to break to figure out what the heck is going on. Now I'm thinking it needs to be cuboid, or at least 2 by 2 at 2 by 2 by 2 at the minimum. There we go. So here's the colossal chest. That's huge. It's kind of facing the wrong way. What happens when we put this down? No, it probably needs to be 4 by 4 or 2 by 2 by 2. So let's break this part and place this down again. Okay. I think what that is telling me is that this part, the core, needs to be like here. There we go. That kind of looks wrong. Okay, that is perfect for me though. So we're able to put all the stuff that we want in here and have it all work, so to speak. So let me put my inventory in here. I can sort it. That is good. Grab it. There's no searching, but this is at least a step up from what I had. We'll get a few of the things that I am going to need to have on my bar, etc. But having this instead of the other thing is probably going to be proving to be invaluable, at least in the future. So let us get some of our inventory. Now that I think of it, there is a quest for something that will be helpful for this. And that's the chest mover. So let's search for chests, and we have a wooden chest transporter, which is just a bunch of sticks. And I probably put all my sticks up there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh well. Let's just create a few more sticks, because that'll be helpful. I mean, why not? Man, that scared me. It's like, oh god, I haven't heard that sound before. And it's like, oh, it's just you. No, you died. And I changed the excavation shape again, didn't I? What's the difference in this? Nothing really. So I'm gonna take you. Okay, this is slow. This is just so that I don't have to move everything individually. I'm just gonna place these and then put the stuff away. So I will be... You could only... That's not worth it. Be right back. Okay, so literally all of my worldly possessions are in here. Gonna get the redstone, gonna get the steel, tin, basically get the major things that I'm going to need. Might as well shift them out. Don't need that for now. And we got, basically, let's look at what we have. We have 4 diamonds, we can convert these. The shields we don't need. We can probably have like a something next to us, like a trash bin over to the left, to deal with this, but we still have a bit of room to spare, which is not bad indeed. And I'm trying to sort, and it's only sorting that. Oh, okay, must be some sort of block update shenanigans. Anyways, so there wasn't a quest for that mover. I'm a mover and groover, so let us get into what we actually want to do, and that is to work on our power situation. Ooh, that's actually something that will be very helpful for us now. So, infrastructure. We need to work on our infrastructure, and there was, wouldn't you? I had one of you! I mean, I had one of you! Shouldn't it... Chest transporter, thank you. Now I have an iron chest transporter, and I need neither of these. Can I do anything with you? Nope, so goodbye. Okay, so that's done. I don't think there's anything else with regards to that, so let us work on our other stuff. So we're going to need to basically store energy there, so we'll have a simple capacitor bank there, and that'll be, well, quite simple. Can anything spawn on you? Nothing can spawn on you, but stuff can spawn around you. So let's take the precautionary measures now while we still have our internal organs. Well, we'd still have our internal organs, it's just a question of where they would be. Anyways, so enough stalling. What was I doing? Yes, so we need to get our energy, so we need a machine chassis. Machine chassis requires iron bars and iron plates. Easy enough thing to construct, so iron bars. Iron plates, I'm guessing we're going to need an influx of iron plates, so we might as well get that started. I'm gonna need to get used to that. Okay, so iron plates. Did I need anything else here? I needed a capacitor, which requires our gold nuggets. I shouldn't have crafted those there, but whatever. So craft that, that's good. Craft this, we have our machine chassis, which gives us a double layer capacitor, and we're now on raid difficulty 2, which honestly isn't that bad. You got some more hempen fibers there. I probably should collect those. Yeah, I'm not at the point where I can just ignore all the hemp that I'm gonna get, so let's grab some of these. Hey, I want to plant you, thank you. Oh, I can right-click the canola. Ah, yes, that is something that I am going to want to do also. So I think one of my long-term power, just to do some, well, shenanigans, for long-term power, what I think I'm gonna do is I will make canola oil. So canola oil as my long-term power solution. I might do some intermediate stuff like the typical lava generator, which is a simple enough construct. By lava generator, I guess I should be a bit more specific because obviously I'm not very helpful in that regard. By the way, I don't see the capacitor bank, so I might as well just make that and worry about that later. So I can make a fluid pump. So if we check the pump, one of the things that I can do is make a pump that is, apparently it's not there, fluid. It's basically a pump that can go everywhere, look everywhere. So there's fluid tank, pressurized fluid tanks. Unless it was removed, I thought there was basically like an ender miner fluid pump which is able to grab lava from anywhere. It might be later down in the tech line. I'm gonna have to review those comments. I'm definitely going to have to review those comments. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But anyways, let's look at the capacitor bank, because that is going to kind of be helpful in this. We'll need a lot of the basic capacitors, which will require more nuggets. Might as well get those all lined up. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to use a lot of those. So let's do this. Let's make all 8 of those. That's easy enough to do. We'll need to make some redstone. Let's make another redstone block, because why not? And we're going to need to get some more iron plates, which is going to require us to use this very difficult machine. And we'll get enough for 2 more capacitors, plus change. I think I'll go with that. Did we put that back in? Unfortunately we did, and it looks like we are already at the maximum amount of stone that we can have in here. Or at least it stopped transporting. No, okay, that was just, it was there. That's all it was. Also, while I'm here, I might as well convert some of this tin into some plates as well, because I am going to need to eventually get all the hoppers I can, at least as an intermediary step, or intermediate step. It's not exactly going to be an intermediate. 1 million RF, 5 million RF. Okay, definitely can't make that. Definitely can't make that. Oh god, I'll look at that later. For now, I'm not. Did that unlock any of the quests? New settlement? Maybe it's automation? No. Survivalist? Unless it's farther down, no. So I'll look at that at a later point in time. But the point is, we are going to need to get our energy going on, which is going to require us to get some energy. So let's see. Do you get energy? Yes, you do. That is actually very good. So that is one place that we're getting energy. I'd like the energy to basically go straight down. Once we get conduits, that's going to be an easy enough matter, but I guess for now we'll go like this. Why not? Okay, so now that that is done, let us go get some hardened clay. So hardened clay we'll use for some initial power connectors because we are going to need to do that. Do we need to do that? I don't know if we need to do that. I don't think we actually need to get the man, I am so out of it. I am so sorry. Immersive engineering. I don't think we necessarily need to make the immersive engineering stuff in order to be all hoity-toity or able to progress. Wow, that is so good. I'm surprised that you're managing to survive at this very moment. I might as well get some hardened clay because it's very easy for me to get the industrial craft power connectors. I did it in previous seasons, obviously, because, well, that was the only thing I had until I got the immersive engineer, not the immersive engineering, the Ender IO stuff. And so, even though eventually I am going to migrate to the immersive engineering stuff basically all the time, it is still going to be necessary for me to get the, let me say that again. Even though I am going to eventually graduate to the Ender IO conduits, I still am going to need some way to bring all of my power to where I need it. And there is a guy who was shooting at me, but I'm not going to worry about that. That's not good. There we go. Grab you, that's one extra, and we get some of those sticks, so let us get the heck out of here. Okay. What I was trying to say, in the most long-winded and stupid way imaginable, is that I am still going to need to have a low-tier means of transporting energy small distances and vast distances. I think the immersive engineering method is very good for transporting energy cheaply over vast distances. We're not at the vast distances stage, and heck, we don't really need the vast distances part, but it is still something that we are going to need all the same in order to progress to the point where we can do that. Let us jump in the water because it's going to be our fastest means of transportation. Because I decided that, hey, Way, you do not need to have a full belly in order to do this pack. No, you're going to be doing just fine without all the things that will keep you alive. And it might be good, at least I managed to use that one bit of block to be most effective. Yes, let's go with that. I actually find it quite amazing that I managed to go out with no food whatsoever. I didn't even have a corn bit on me at all, which is actually kind of surprising and scary. So let's get our power connectors going. What do I call those? Obviously those. Let's just go immersive engineering. Now that I understand what the name of the mod is, I'm able to do things. So wire relays, obviously that would be helpful. So we have wire connectors and wire relays. These are for the initial connection. These transport that connection a bit farther, which is what we're going to need. So we have our capacitor bank up there. Eventually these are going to be changed in order to the Ender IO conduits, especially when we have a second floor. This isn't going to be necessary. We'll go with this, and then we'll go with this, and we'll string wires between them in a very good way. So there we go. We have power going to the metal press from our capacitive bank, which is getting fed by our single kinetic dynamo. So what eventually I think will happen is that when we have our Ender IO power conduits, we'll have power on one ring that is meant... How did you catch on fire? That's meant just for going into a capacitor bank, and then we'll have power going from the bottom and from the top, going to all the things that we are actually going to, well, need to power. Ah! Did items despawn? No. Items didn't despawn. Yes, items did despawn. Okay, that is kind of sucky, but oh well. That is the risk that I am leaving when I am using, well, going away without my power systems being at 100% capability, which, honestly, it sucks, but oh well. So let us actually get some Ender IO machines that we are going to need. So, Survivalist, that was for killing a dog. We'll get that, might as well, hooray. Yep, you are very pleased with my accomplishments apparently, and I am not going to stop you from ringing down those accolades upon me. But we are going to actually need to go into the actual quest for our infrastructure. We are going to need to make the alloy smelter, which is not that bad actually. Alloy smelter. Haha. Furnaces galore. I forgot I didn't have any cobblestone on me, which is surprising. Should have taken it from there. Actually, no. It's best that I take it from here because I am going to need to get rid of the cobble that is inside of there eventually. But anyways, let's make 2 of these. We can. It's necessary. Hi. Yeah. You're going to need to pay for all that, by the way. Okay, so defensive system is obviously going to need to have a bit of work done on it because, yeah, apparently. Let us get some of that cobblestone because we need to kind of fill that up, maybe, just a bit. Yeah, no, maybe so. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with yes. So might be good if you actually fire upon things, please. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, that was a bit loud for me, but oh well. I am going to not talk about your duties if you don't talk about my duties, which I am obviously failing at. So let us get into that so we can actually make something by the end of it. So we're going to need 2 of these, which we obviously don't have the resources for. Wow, I am actually going through the iron at quite a clip. But having 2 of these now will mean that I don't need them in the future. So we are going to need more nuggets apparently. Surprise, surprise. So we are going... Let's make 2 of those. Machine chassis. We already have 1 machine chassis, so we don't need another. So I think we have all the stuff we need for that. So okay, so we got an alloy smelter. We're going to need to put this somewhere in the room. Might be helpful. Always good to have some place, some person to love me. Ah, woe is me. Let's build up our wall and just sling some temporary connectors around this place. Might as well. There we go. I mean, this is eventually going to be necessary, but whatever. Yes, so let's put our temporary connector here. And we'll have our alloy smelters, once again, temporarily here. And we'll move this maybe here, temporarily. And we'll have our 2 power connectors here. There. And then all we need to do is sling wires here and here. And then here. And now we have power going into these alloy smelters. Can I put a capacitor there? No, I can put a capacitor here, which will... Okay, thank goodness this isn't Greg Tech, because otherwise I would have exploded till Kingdom Come. That would have been really sucky. Okay, now that I have that quest done, I get a double layer capacitor, so I can actually put the double layer capacitor in here, and in here, which is good. Okay, I actually didn't check how much energy this produces. Obviously... we have a big draw of energy that's not going to be abated just by that. We could take those off, but no, I'm not going to bother with that. So we got that. We're also going to need to get a sag mill going to start having a more reliable way to double... Did I really have 36 blocks of coal in there? Or was that a quest reward? That might... Okay, that's odd. I didn't know that I had that much. Then again, I was gone for a while. But anyway, so sag mill will eventually need 2 of these, but I don't think we have all the stuff in order to make 2 of those. So let us just simply go with 1. And I guess we'll put 1 of these here temporarily once again. There. And there. And we'll just try to quickly do this and get all that going. So sag mill, get this. Got an iron rod in there. So there, and piston ahoy. Got this going, good. Don't have the flint on me, but I have it in here, which is good. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't... I guess I might as well have those because I'll probably need those later. But anyways, so that is good. And obviously I'm going to need to connect that up. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. What I am going to do in the future is work on the Ender IO conduit generation, which is going to be helpful, which is why we have these alloy smelters. In fact, I can probably start that now. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day. Go in here and...